Hi there. Welcome to your gentle yoga practice. For today's session, you will want to have a chair and a blanket for props. And today's focus, we're going to emphasize the upper extremities, upper back, chest, shoulders, and even working into our neck. We'll still spend a fair amount of time addressing other areas, but that will be the focus for today. So to begin, we'll start standing. And if you feel like you need to start seated, always feel comfortable to be seated in a chair and just do the arm rotations that we're going to go into. Otherwise, bring the feet just a comfortable distance below you so that you feel real stable, and relax your hands by your side. And to begin, let's just start with the breath. So standing nice and tall, feeling the engagement of your legs as your feet root to the floor, to your mat. And start to feel the legs strong and feel the belly strong, drawing the ribs in, the navel back and in. Lift the spine, open the chest, let the arms just hang and relax by your side. And take this time to scan your breath. Just notice what is the quality, what is the tone of your breath right now at the start of class. And just noticing, not changing anything, just feel the breath, just feel the movement of the breath, moving in and out of your body. And ideally, if we can begin to breathe in through the nose and out the nose, or even out the mouth, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever works best for you. And just slow the breath down. Take your time just breathing in and breathing out. And continue as we move throughout the practice to develop the inhale and the exhale, and trying to establish that coherent breath of balanced inhale and balanced exhale. And let's add the arm movement from here. With your next inhale, just sweep the arms, reach them up, taking your time, and then as you exhale, lower the hands down. And as we take this movement, see if you can sync up the movement of the arms, reaching up to the top and at the top of the inhale. And then as the fingers reach down to the bottom, you're landing the bottom of the exhale. Again, just a couple more like that. Just inhale, arms up, smooth, slow breath, exhale. And for the last 3 or 4 of these, if you want to lift the heels as well, so you're coming onto the balls of the feet, starting to find the balance, and then exhale. So feeling a connection there with the legs. Inhale, the feet. Exhale. Let's just do one more here. Inhale. Rise onto the balls of the feet. Stretch the bottoms of the feet. Exhale. Good. Now just the right arm. Keep the heels rooted to the floor. Take the right arm up. And then you might turn so the palm is rotating in. And then just take an inhale here. As you exhale, I want you to lower the right hand out to the side and turn your chin over the left shoulder. And let the palm turn in and rest to the outer thigh. And then inhale, turn the gaze back forward, reach the arm up overhead. Exhale, lower the right hand, look away from that arm as you look over the left shoulder. Twice more like that. Inhale, the palm goes up and in. Exhale, turn the palm down and lower or move the chin to the left. Good. And then come back to center, reach the arm up. This time, keep the palm turned in, and we're going to lower the left ear down to the left as we reach the right fingertips and the arm away from our head. Okay, and then inhale, come back up, re-level the head, take the arm up overhead. Exhale, lower the left ear down toward the shoulder, get a nice lateral stretch on the right side. Good, let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Good, bring everything back to center, lift the head, lift the arm, and then just relax the right hand down by your side. And just for a moment, if you're comfortable with it, close the eyes down and scan into the right shoulder, coming across and working your way up toward the base of your skull, up toward the ear. Just notice that difference, notice that feeling of that clearing and that warmth and that energy along the right side. And oftentimes for me, it feels like the left side is a little bit congested. And let's go ahead and just gently open up the eyes. And we'll do the same thing on the left side. So start by taking the left arm up overhead. And we'll first start with the neck rotation. So as we lower the left arm down by the side, we'll turn the chin and look over the right shoulder. And again, we're just trying to sync up the movement with the inhale and with the exhale. So inhale, turn the chin back forward, arm overhead. Exhale, turn the chin to the right, lower the hand down. Twice more, inhale. Exhale, look right, lower left hand. One more. Inhale. Good, exhale. And then return back to center. And then this time, let's take a lateral rotation of the neck. So we're lowering the left arm and the right ear. And if you get stuck, that's okay. Just know that you're doing what you need to do to help create a little more ease in those tighter places of our neck and shoulder complex. Inhale. So the palm stays turned in on the left arm, the left hand. Reach the fingertips away. Let the left upper arm hang heavy. Let's just do one more here. Exhale. Good, come all the way back up. And then just release and relax the arm down. Again, just for a moment, close the eyes down. Just feel the balance. Feel into left shoulder, along left neck, up into the base of the neck, base of the skull. Gently open the eyes. And let's get our legs involved a little bit to prepare for some standing work. Take the arms up overhead, just keep the palms forward. I'll turn so you can see the profile. As you exhale, bend the knees and send your hips back. Reach the arms behind you. Let the knuckles rest to the low back as the fingertips just turn toward one another. And then inhale, you straighten through the legs. You reach the arms forward. The thumbs come closer together. Exhale, bend the knees. Draw the belly button up so there's strength in your belly and there's strength in your spine. Let's do this a couple more times. Exhale, bend, squat nice and low, reach those arms. Inhale. Getting movement of the shoulders, the scapula along the rib cage. Good. And we're circulating through the legs, bringing some energy in there, getting circulation and just the life force moving through the legs and the breath. And then just take the hands and relax them down by your side, okay? And now you might want to, so if you're seated, go ahead and come to a stance. I'm going to bring the chair in front of me just so that this will be a little easier for us to move side to side. So have the chair with the back of the chair facing you and the seat away so that way you can feel support and get close enough. And then to begin, let's walk our feet back. Keep the hands on top of the chair, on top of your surface there. Separate the feet pretty wide. We're going to go wider here. And then from there, you can start to sink back so that you're getting some length along the torso. So again, just find the spacing between your feet and the chair and the arms, depending on the height. Now, if you're really tall, hopefully you have a tall back chair. And if you need maybe a little more, stretch and you want to take your head space a little lower than the heart space, or maybe even, you could take your hands, to the seat of the chair, a little more like a downward facing dog shape. Okay, so just play with it. And, just depending on the chair and the height that you're working with at home, this might just look slightly different. And I have a bend in my knees. A bend in the knees is not a bad thing. It really helps us stay connected with our legs and to our belly, lower space, and connecting to our torso. Okay, and then from here, just start to walk the feet a little bit closer in toward one another. Walk the feet closer toward your surface. Take your time to transition all the way back up to standing. Okay, and then once you arrive to standing, just take a moment to stand. Pause and feel, okay? Lifting, coming back up. And then from there, let's go ahead and separate the feet pretty wide apart, okay? And the hip bones, the belly, the chest is facing and it's level and it's even with the chair. Now with the right toes, turn them to 12 o'clock. So the right toes, the right knee is going to turn to 12 o'clock. And then it might work better for you to turn the back toes, your left toes, just in slightly so that the back hip is comfortable. And then from there, begin to bend and straighten the right knee. Just bend and straighten the right knee and relax the shoulders. Let the shoulders scale down the back. And just take a moment to get into the legs. And then rebend this right knee. Let's hold it there. And there's a little bit of this inward guiding of this left hip. So this outer left hip, rather than dumping down and coming forward, we're drawing this left hip in a little bit, and then we're engaging our core to lengthen the low back and stay lifted in the spine. And there's a lot of heat and warmth happening in the right thigh, okay? Extend the left arm out. If you want, palm can be up, okay, or palm can be down. Another option would be bend the elbow and take the palm up. Sometimes that's a lot easier on the shoulder. Good, just stay here and breathe. And then inhale, straighten the right leg, reach the arm up, and then exhale, come back down. And know that you can always do both hands if you're feeling really strong and connected, right, to the feet and to your legs. Good, one more, wherever you are. Inhale, exhale. Lower the left hand to your hip or to the chair, straighten the right leg, turn the toes forward, so now the feet are parallel. And then right into the other side, turn the left toes now out, 12 o'clock, turn the right toes in a little bit there, and then start to bend and re-straighten this left leg. Again, the tendency here is oftentimes we let the torso kind of come forward and we're leaning into it as we bend and straighten, but let's stay lifted and upright so that we're working our core strength here. And let's come down into it. Let's hold it for a moment. Extend the right arm out, right? Palm can be down, palm can be up, elbow bent, right? Just go to a place that's comfortable. And then inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arm up. Exhale, lower. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Good, one more, inhale. And exhale. Good, just hold there. And then release, straighten the leg. Turn so that your feet are parallel. And I'm going to take the seat of my chair now and bring it so that it's close, just right outside that foot. And we're gonna turn that foot so that it's back at 12 o'clock. And we're gonna bend into the right knee again. And now I'm gonna take my hand to the seat of my chair. Okay, and then again, just depending on the height of the chair, the height of your arms, the length of your legs, proportions matter. So if you need to stack something on top of the chair to make that seat a little higher, you can do so. If you have a yoga block or, books, anything that would work. And then take this left arm and just reach it out away from your body. And there's a lot of action. You're really pushing this bottom hand, this right hand into the chair and lifting the ribs, lengthening the belly, lengthening the low back. Good, and then stay here. Take this left arm straight up to the sky if that's comfortable for you. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the hand behind you, let the knuckles rest to the back, and look down toward the right knee and right foot. And then inhale, extend, reach up. So same arm motion we were doing earlier in our squat. Inhale, but we're just doing single arm now. And we're lengthening the left side body, the left ribs. So you're really getting into rib cage, you're really getting into the respiratory organs, upper breathing space, shoulders, neck. One more. Inhale, look up to the fingers, and then exhale, lower down. Now let's give this right leg a break. Go ahead and start to straighten the right leg, still leaving the right hand, and then use the pressure of the hand. So you're pressing down on the hand, you're pressing the mat away with the feet, you're strengthening the legs. And then again, just reach the arm out. And then if you can, reach the arm overhead. Take an inhale there, really breathe in and open a lot of space along left side body. As you exhale, just pull the elbow down toward the ribs, toward your hip. Again, inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, contract, draw in. One more, inhale, open up the muscles between your ribs. And then exhale. Take the hand to the hip, bend the knee here, bring yourself back up. Turn your right foot in line with your left foot, and then I'm just going to slide my chair and bring it to the other side. So it's just going right there in front of that front foot, left foot. Left hand to the surface of the chair. Right toes are turned in slightly, bend into that left knee, and start by just reaching the right arm out. Just open up the chest, open up this front line of the body. And then begin to shift and bring that arm overhead if you can. Okay, and then inhale, look up to the top hand. As you exhale, look down and release the hand behind you. Let it rest to the low back, knuckles press to the low back, palm away. And then inhale and exhale. Twice more, inhale, breathing through the energy, the heat, the warmth in that left leg. Last time, inhale and exhale. Good, straighten through that left leg and then re-extend the right arm. If you can, start to take it overhead, really feel all that length along the right side body. Inhale fully, exhale, bend the elbow, draw it down toward the ribs. Good, inhale, not forcing anything, just working whatever range of motion comes freely to you. Inhale, it's really the smaller gestures that can make a huge impact. Exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Hand to the right hip, bend the left knee, take your time, feel the strength of that leg, bring yourself back up, turn the feet so they're parallel. I'm going to reposition my chair. So legs are wide here. And then, actually I'm going to bring it back so that it's forward in front of us. Here we are again. Okay, so just bring the chair so it's forward. And we're going to step so that our left hip is parallel to the chair. Okay, left hip parallel to the chair. You're pretty close to the surface there. Bring your right foot forward about a foot or so. Step your left foot back about another foot or so. Just depends on how long the legs are here, but right toes at 12 o'clock, left toes angled out just slightly. So we're going to be coming into a warrior one-like position. Okay, and so we'll start by just lift the arm up, the palm will face in, bend the elbow, stay here, inhale. And then as you exhale, bend into that right knee and just reach the elbow out in line with the shoulder. Inhale, draw it in. So starting to feel that stretch on the right shoulder, on the back of the right shoulder. As the arm comes in, we lengthen and stretch. And then as the arm moves out, we open the chest and open the front of the shoulder. Working both sides. Let's do one more here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let's hold this one. Again, if you'd like, the left arm can come up as well, and you're really going to open front of chest, front of both shoulders here. And then relax the hands down, straighten the right leg, turn the feet so they're parallel, and then just turn and rotate to the other side. Okay, so from here, left toes forward, right toes angled out slightly, okay? And then from here, bend the left elbow. So bending the left elbow here, and then bend the knee, and then straighten, inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And just hold this one. If you want to take the right arm up as well, lengthen the inner elbows away from one another. Really open the chest. Feel the shoulder blades coming together and strengthening on the backside. Good, and then just release everything. And then turn and face the chair. Okay? Walk the feet in, step the feet in, and then let's go ahead and take a seat into the chair. So come on down to the chair. I'm going to bring it on the mat. And again, make sure that you can firmly bring the bottoms of your feet. Sit up nice and tall. So what we want to avoid is the slouching and the rounding in the low back. This is comfortable. Like, don't get me wrong, like this is really comfortable. And oftentimes, I hate to admit, this is probably how I sit. I want you to try to come forward. I want you to lengthen the spine and bring the chest just slightly forward of the hips. And what that's going to do is it's going to help us engage our abdominals. It's going to help us engage our anterior abdominal core muscles there. Take the hands by your side for now. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to continue to work into the shoulders and the neck. So from here, let the right hand just relax. Let it hang down by your side. And then you're going to hike the shoulder way up by the ear. And then you're going to draw it all the way back down as best you can. And then from here, you're going to take the palm up and take the thumb back as you bend the elbow. And then you're going to lower the hand back down. The palm is going to turn back, fingers down. Okay, we're going to do that again. So palm in, shoulder up, shoulder down, thumb back, palm up, bend the elbow, and then fingers down, palm back. Okay, let's do that one more time. So we're just taking the shoulder in all its movement. Take it down, take it into external rotation, and then internal rotation. Good, and then just relax the hand by your side. And then once again, bring the shoulder up, and then pull the shoulder blade back, down, forward, and up. One more time, back, pull it down. So the movement is in the shoulder blade rather than the arm. The arm is just kind of along for the ride. And now we're just reversing the rotation. So you're going up, forward, down, and back. Good. Okay, come up with the shoulder, and now circular motion. So we're doing the same movement, but we're creating a little more fluidity in the movement of the shoulder, and then reverse it. Just pull it up, back, and around. And this should feel relatively good. Kind of working circulation. Really good for the joint. Good, and then just relax your right hand onto your thigh. And now turn your head over toward the left shoulder. Draw the right shoulder slightly back. And then lower the chin down. And you might just nod your head up and down a few times here. If there's any place that feels really sticky or tight, you can just hang there, pause there. That might feel good. And then bring the chin back level with the floor. Okay, and then turn the chin straight forward so the head is in line with the shoulders there. And then lower the left ear down. Lower left ear down toward the left shoulder. And then you might, from here, take the chin down toward the shoulder and then back. So just a slight rotation, feeling for any rigidity or tension there. And don't concern yourself with the range of motion, right? If it's real minimal, it's real minimal. Like that's where you're at, and you're just working where you're at. Okay, and bring everything back up so the head is back in line with the shoulders. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes and just feel into the right side, the right shoulder, front and back. Feel along the side of the neck, back of the neck, all the way up to the base of your skull. And gently open your eyes. And we'll do the same thing on the left side. So from here, start with the arm relaxed by your side. And then again, all this movement is happening at the shoulder. Okay, not the upper arm. The upper arm is just gonna go along wherever the shoulder tells it to go. Okay, so we'll start by lifting up, shoulder up to the ear. Top of the shoulder depresses down. Bend the elbow, thumb back, palm up. And then fingertips down, palm back, internal rotation. Palm in, lift, and lower. Good, bend the elbow, thumb back. Fingertips down, palm back. Last time, just go up and down, out and forward. Good, now take the left hand to the thigh and take the shoulder up, pull it back, take it down, bring it forward. Okay, so the arm and the hand, they just go along with it. Just let them relax. Same thing, but work it in the opposite direction. So go forward, down, back, and lift. Forward, back. And we're still lifted in the spine, right? If you start to feel yourself slouching, just realign, just circle it out here. Left shoulder is circling. And check in with the breath. Notice if you're straining, holding, tightening. Right? Let the breath be steady and smooth, and that breath will help you smooth out any rough edges you might come upon. And then just simply relax the left hand onto the thigh. Again, lengthen the spine nice and tall, chest is open. Turn so that the head is looking over the direction of the right shoulder. And then you might take the chin down and up a little bit. My right side is quite a bit tighter than my left side, and I really feel it here, and I feel a lot of limitation, constriction. So if that's the case for you, side to side, it's good to note that, and that might be, if you have time, you go back, you do it an extra round or two on that side, because it needs it. And then come back to center first. Now lower the right ear down, and you might rotate the chin down and up here with the right ear lowering toward the right shoulder. And one thing that's such a great benefit for our yoga practice is we slow down and we pay attention so that we can have awareness. We can build awareness around our structure, around our anatomy, where we're at. And awareness can be a very powerful agent of change. It's really hard to make change if we don't have awareness. Good, and then just bring everything back up. Okay. Now, take the arms forward, palms up. Take an inhale there. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Get a lot of space between your pinky finger and your thumb. Just open up and expand. Inhale fully, and then exhale, bring the fingertips to the shoulders. Try to keep the elbows elevated. Again, inhale, extend the elbows away from one another. Exhale, draw them back so they're forward of the shoulders. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now just pull the elbows back out and extend the arms out. Open the fingers nice and wide. Take the thumbs and fold them into the palms, and then wrap your fingers, the 4 fingers, around your thumb. So you're making a fist with the thumb tucked in. Inhale there. As you exhale, stretch the knuckles away from your arm. Good. Inhale, release. Exhale, stretch. Toning the arms as well as we keep them lifted, elevated, and extended. One more time. Just get a nice stretch there for the forearm. Good. Come back. Lower the hands down. Okay. From your seat, we're going to make our way down onto our mat. So from here, let's take advantage, right? Really use the strength of your legs to bring yourself up out of the chair. And maybe if you really want to challenge, extend the arms out forward, push down through the feet, hinge at your hips, press to stand, relax the hands by your side. Okay. Always taking advantage to be mindful of our movement. Okay, so just move the chair aside. And then from here, begin to come down onto your hands and your knees. If you're working on a hard surface at home, maybe have a blanket there so that you can place them underneath your knees for extra cushion. Okay, it's just like so. And bring your hands so they're underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide, and we'll just take a few moments to take cat-cow breaths. So from here, lift the tailbone, let the belly sink and drop, and stretch the chest. Maybe lift the chin if there's some range of motion there. And then as you exhale, bring the tailbone down, pull the belly button up, round the upper back, and take your chin closer to your chest. Let's do that a couple more times. So inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale. Really good movement for the spine. Feeling it all the way from tailbone to the base of your skull. And then come back and just find a nice neutral, easeful spine. And we're going to come down onto our stomach. I'm going to remove the blanket. Lie down on your stomach. And come to forearms. So bring the forearms down to the floor, and then bring the elbows underneath of your shoulders. And the legs are relaxed. Tops of the feet are relaxed. Tops of thighs relax, and your legs are as wide as it's comfortable for you. Press the forearms down, and then actively With your upper back strength, keep the chest lifted. There's a gentle action of elbows down and tractioning back toward your hips and your ribs. And then there's this action of the ribs coming forward. Notice if you're crowding. Notice if the shoulders are really hunched up. Try to engage your upper back strength to pull the scapula, the shoulders down, and extend the neck. Good, and then look over the right shoulder. Gently pull the left shoulder back. It's a gentle twist for the upper back. Good, come back to center. Take the chin down toward the chest and feel for a lightness in the back of your neck. And then come back up. And this whole time, your belly button is pressing back in toward the spine to help stabilize your low back. Take the chin, look over the left shoulder. Gentle push back or pull back of that right shoulder. Good, come back to center, chin down. Good, come all the way back. And then let's do this just for a moment to take a break for the arms and the upper back. Fold the forearms and just let your forehead rest to the back of the arms for a moment there. This is a nice position to feel into your diaphragmatic breath. So as you are inhaling, you're feeling the pressure of the belly into your mat. And as you exhale, you're feeling that pressure lighten as the belly pulls up toward the spine. So as we inhale deeply, there's that diaphragmatic pressure so that the abdomen expands. And then as you exhale, that releases and pulls back. Take another moment there. Just inhale down into your lower breathing space. And exhale. And feel the ease in the upper back along the sides of your neck, chest and shoulders. And then come back up, lift the head. Bring the forearms back down. But this time, bring the elbows slightly forward of the shoulders. And then just bring them over toward the left, just slightly. Okay, it's going to feel a little bit awkward. But what I want you to feel for is you're keeping your hip points, so your frontal hip points to the mat. And you're gently pressing forearms down, lifting the chest. And I want you to breathe deeply here. So again, breathing down into the lower breathing space. And can you feel for that right psoas muscle? So the front of the right ribs, front of the spine, front of the right hip. Just breathing in and feeling that lengthening. Let's take another round here. And then bringing the hands back to neutral. Again, still keeping the elbows slightly forward of the shoulders. Just bring the hands over toward the right, any amount that you can without lifting the hip point. So we're not lifting the left hip up. We're just keeping the hip points down. Forearms down. Lift and open the chest. Lengthen the sides of the neck and take a few steady, slower breaths here. So now we're accessing left psoas. And the psoas muscle is a very influential muscle in the body as it connects the lower half to the upper half of our body. Direct relationship with the diaphragm. So the quality of the breath. And it's a huge influencer and of stabilizing our spine. Spinal stabilizer. Good, and then just come out of that, undo that. And then again, just bend the forearms, let the head rest down. Take a moment there just to relax. Take a few settling, calming breaths here. Okay, and then we're going to roll to our right side. And if you have your blanket, grab your blanket here. And your blanket's going to be a pillow. So you could use a pillow. Rest your head on the blanket. That's going to help hold the head in line with the shoulders. I need a little bit higher. Okay? Right arm straight out to the side. Bend your knees. Right arm's going to reach straight out to the side. I realize I'm probably going to be in trouble with my chair. So once you get situated and organized, take the left arm and really reach it over toward the direction of the right fingertips and just feel a nice stretch in the upper back there on the left side. And then begin to bring this left hand, that's your top hand, in a clockwise rotation. So, and keeping your arm fairly straight, just bring it toward overhead and then back behind you. And then all the way down toward your feet, your knees, and then right back around. So just these nice slow circles. We're getting into the shoulder complex, upper ribs, left lung, outer wall of the chest. Now reverse it. Move it in a counterclockwise rotation. Nice big wide circles. Big wide circles. Good, and then just one more here. And just pause. Just pause for a moment. Roll onto your back. Roll onto your back. Remove the blanket for a moment so that the head isn't totally jammed. And so you're on your back. And just take your right ankle to your left thigh. Take an outer hip stretch. It's always nice just to kind of feel into the outer hip rotators there. And if you want to move a little bit side to side there, if that feels good, a lot of times movement is really soothing. If for whatever reason this is too much with the left knee bent, another option would be to straighten the legs and just take the bottom of the foot somewhere to the inside of the left leg, coming into a reclined tree. That's also a nice place, a nice passive way to open through the hips. And depending on wherever you are, we're going to make our way all the way onto the left side. So you're going to shift to the left side, grab your pillow again and bring it underneath of your head. I'm going to switch so that I can face you. So you're lying on your left side this time. Knees are bent. The left arm's going to reach out. Take the right arm and reach it toward the left hand and notice, can you reach as far? Maybe not as far. Maybe you have a little more reach on this side, right? Different shoulder, different feel, different range of motion typically. And let's start in a counterclockwise rotation. Just take that arm down by the legs, back behind you, and then all the way up by the ear, the head, and then back around. Just relax your breath as you continue to rotate. And then start to move it in the opposite direction. Opening through the upper ribs, right lung, all around the shoulder here. Good, and then just pause. Just pause there. Make your way back onto your back. Bend your knees, and this time it'll be left ankle to the right thigh. Okay? You can stay there. Bring movement side to side if you'd like. Or you might straighten the legs, keep the right leg straight, bend the left knee, bring the bottom of the foot somewhere inside the right leg line that works. And take a few settling, calming breaths into your left hip. And then go ahead and really side of it. Legs long. If you have any discomfort in your low back by laying, flat on the ground, you can always take your pillow or your blanket and underneath the knees. Okay, just elevating the knees a little bit can help create lightness and release tension in the low back. So Shavasana, allow the arms to relax by your side. Let the feet relax, the legs, the pelvis. Feel the rising and the falling of your belly. And as you inhale, feel the belly rise. And with your exhale, feel your belly fall. Feel the release of your upper ribs, upper back, backs of your arms into your mat. Relaxing through your fingers, your palm, your wrists. Feel lightness of your chest, the release of your neck, your cervical spine. Completely relax through your jawline, unhinge your jaw, relaxing the root of your tongue, the skin around your cheeks and your brow, and all the way up to your forehead. And continue to breathe into the ease and the balanced composition of your body. And if you have the time, I would suggest that you stay here for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes longer if you have it, and just allow your practice to integrate. Allow all of that breath work, movement, and the stretching to absorb and integrate. Okay, so continue to lie on your back. Continue to relax. Okay. And as always, I thank you so much for taking time to practice, taking care of yourself, right? This commitment to your health and your well-being. And I thank you so much for practicing. Be well.